Hello there traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and of course this video is all about the euro dollar and pound dollar. We are seeing corrective structures taking place. Will they break to the upside or downside? Let's take a look. Alright, this is the euro dollar daily chart, and at this moment we're seeing a inside candle yesterday with a wick at the bottom, so that's indicating that buyers are stepping in. Also, 2 days ago we had a very dominant bullish candle, and yesterday's candle just stayed within the high and the low of that. Plus we have HMA up, we have momentum to the upside. You can see using our SWOT software tools that the blue arrow is indicating momentum to the upside. Now we do have a downtrend. The fractal part of SWOT as well is indicating a red diamond, which is a trend to the downside. So we have a mixed picture a bit here, but I do think that what I said over the weekend, that there could be a bigger bullish correction taking place. For the moment, I think that analysis is still holding. I think that is looking still the most likely at this point. Although the total environment is corrective and choppy and difficult market structure to read at this point, I still think that analysis from last weekend is good to go and valid for the moment at least. And you can see the price is bouncing at the HMA here, which is bullishly angled. So let's zoom out a little bit. And if it does break to the upside, then I think that the target is the previous top around 118.40. This trend line here indicating the area where it could go to, and there of course price might bounce back down or break to the upside. We'll have to see how price approaches that particular spot if it does get there, of course. Zooming in to the 4-hour chart, we see some momentum entering the market right now as I'm taping this video, and you can see the price is breaking above the weekly pivot point here, and that could be a breakout already to the upside. So there are some trend lines, of course, to deal with and to reckon with. For instance, like this and like this, you can draw it, but ultimately it's just because the price is in a kind of a chart pattern at this point, and like this. So for the moment though, I think the most important is the weekly pivot point, and the HMA turns up on the 4-hour chart. I think that this probably was this was an ABC correction, and I think the price could go up for one more push up. If we put a fib from here to here, price might make it up to the R1 and the minus 272 target, or the R2 and the minus 61.8 target. There's nice confluence in those zones. Let's zoom into the hourly chart, and I think that for the moment, at this point, if we get a good 1-hour candle like this, a pullback, a continuation for more upside is the most likely. We had a break of this trend line already, and price bounced again in this zone that I expected, right? Roughly in this particular fib zone. I think we had the fib on the chart during the weekend that was like this, if I remember correctly. All right, so it went a little bit deeper perhaps than we expected, but ultimately bounced roughly at the 61.8 fib. So bounce, break above this resistance trend line, and now we're seeing a continuation. So I think that this could be the continuation that we're seeing. So if we get a good hourly candle above this weekly pivot point, maybe a retracement on the 50-minute chart back to maybe 116.45, 116.50, 116.30 probably max. Otherwise it's a bit suspicious. 116.20 is support basically, and we could see a continuation. Let's use the other template here, like this, and you can see that price is re-breaking above the 21 EMAs. In the 4-hour chart, I was already indicating that a break above the 21 EMA, a second break, this was the first break, this is the second break, pretty good probably for a continuation. We had a small continuation, but not much, before we had another pullback. This would be the third breakout above the 21 EMA, and that typically should see upside continuation. So for that, we need this 4-hour candle to close above the 21 EMA. We have a zone which is around 116.45. On the hourly chart, yeah, maybe it's better to wait for a 4-hour breakout, because this could be a false break as well, and this could be alternatively a correction for more downside. So you want to be careful with that. I think waiting for the 4-hour chart is probably best. So all in all, be careful with the particular structure that's taking place right now. It's corrective and choppy, making a lot of ABC zigzags, so it can really move in either way. I personally would, if I traded, I will trade it with less risk, maybe half or even a quarter, because although I think it is bullish, I just don't think that it's a great environment to trade. So that's my 2 cents. But if we get a bullish candle here, I think that an upside is probable. If it re-breaks below this zone, right, then a downtrend continuation is starting to become more likely. So those are, I think, key kind of zones for the moment on the euro dollar is these bottoms at the 21 EMA band. All right, pound dollar. Pretty much similar. It had an inside day 2 days ago was bullish. So I was already speculating that this might be a bit of a falling wedge like this over the weekend. All right, and that if it breaks the falling wedge to the upside, that could be a reversal. So we're getting close. We need a break above the weekly pivot point, above these trend lines, and we might get that. In the meantime, though, we do see maybe a left shoulder. We maybe see right here. We see maybe a right shoulder. We see a head, maybe a head and shoulders pattern as well taking place. On the hourly chart, you see price moving up a little bit. So this, for the moment, to me, wouldn't be surprised if this is a correction for more upside, and that this is a A, for instance, this is a B, and up it goes for a C. All right, so I think that for the moment is still the most likely scenario. Although the trend is down, look at the red fractals, red diamond fractals already from the very beginning here. Sorry, wrong button. From the very beginning here, you can see red diamonds indicating that downtrend, and we still have that. But we have to look at patterns as well. And although the trend is down, I think that divergence and reversal signals, for instance, head and shoulders and falling wedge, and clear momentum to the upside here, could indicate a bigger correction upwards. So whether this is a wave 4 or a bigger wave B or 2 correction, I should say, remains to be seen. It depends if price breaks above the 134 or if it bounces at 134. That's a key level, the R2 weekly pivot point, and this particular top as well, right here. All right. So for any trade decisions, I think break, pullback, continuation looks good on the pound dollar to the upside. For downside, I would probably need to see price break below this particular support trend line. I would probably need to see a break here too, flag on the lower time frame, and continuation as well. Preferably probably below the S1, but yeah, that could be continuation of this falling wedge pattern for one more lower low, perhaps falling to 130. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for joining this video. Of course, if you like it, we appreciate your share, likes, and subscribes. And you can find more info at elitecurrency.com. You can find info, free analysis, first of all. You can find our free ECS start package, but also our SWOT software, for instance, if you're interested in analyzing the charts in the same way that I'm doing and get all the tools and indicators that go along with it. Feel free to try out ECS SWOT, software, method, and systems. Or, of course, try out our ECS Live service, which is a Telegram-based service where we send our analysis and trading ideas through that channel. All right, wish you all good trading. See you soon.